what's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm doing all right. How about you? Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And today we're going to get into another comedian that I have not gotten to before. And yeah, I'm ready to have some more fun today. We're going to get into someone by the name of Estrada today. Okay. Well, I've never heard of this guy before. I don't know how long he's been in the game. Don't know if he's done anything besides stand-up or whatever, but I came across his name and then I saw this title that we're going to get into today and I thought, okay, let's see what he's talking about with this one. So yes, we are back at it again. And this one is going to be titled, Hates Small Businesses. Okay, well geez, man, what you got against the small businesses? Only like the big boys or something like that? I don't know what that's all about, but you know what? This is stand-up comedy after all, so we're going to figure it out. Before I continue, though, I just want to get one thing out of the way because I recently came into some negative comments or whatever. Now, granted, they're just comments from ignorant people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. But one thing, I do know what comedy is. I do know what jokes are. I watch videos and I take the good with the bad and I laugh and I kind of just, whatever, drift off into space sometimes. And then I have a rebuttal, an unpacking to do at the end where I talk about things in a realistic light and I combine the knowledge of knowing that these are jokes, and some people don't seem to understand that when they go bumping their gums at me. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear to anyone watching. If you got some stupid shit to say, just, kick rocks, because you're far away and you're saying stuff, on a keyboard and things that you wouldn't say in real life, so don't say it online either. I know those types of people and I don't want nothing to do with you. Just stay clear. That's the whole point of saying no drama here at the beginning of each one of my videos. Yeah, a lot of people get it, just some people don't. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. So yes, we're going to get into this one today, like I said. So Estrada with Hates Small Businesses. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here. All right? Yes, I just said it again. No drama. Got people in my comments talking about reaction videos and their viewers are shit, and yet you're commenting on them. That's very, very funny. Even I'm laughing at that when I'm still talking shit to you. It's just kind of like a real funny thing. It's like people answer their own nonsense just in their comments alone. I don't get it, but hey, man, we're going to laugh it off, chuckle, and just keep on having fun. Let's go ahead and do this one. I know I'm ranting too much. Estrada with Hates Small Businesses right here on Eddie B TV. Another newbie to add to the list. And let's get down to business and have some fun. Yes, have fun. You know what I mean? I hope some people out there still knows what the fuck that means, all right? Jeez, man, have fun. Nix the bullshit. All right, let's get situated with this one, and here we go.
Hope everybody's doing all right. It's nice to be here. I have a friend. He works in the movie industry, and he recently got to work with that actor, Ryan Gosling. You guys know Ryan Gosling? Right? Some of you are wooing. You didn't woo when I got up here, but that's okay. And, I'm always curious to know what big celebrities like Ryan Gosling are like. So I asked him, I'm like, what's he like? And he goes, oh, Ryan Gosling is like the nicest, sweetest guy in the world. And after hearing that a rich, handsome movie star like Ryan Gosling is a nice guy, the first thought that came into my head was, man, fuck Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
That shit got me mad hearing he was a nice guy. It bothered me. Because you know who else is a nice guy? I'm a fucking nice guy.
Me too.
I'm a real nice guy. Everybody knows I'm a nice guy. Being a nice guy is kind of my thing. It bothers me because that means my ugly niceness has to compete with his good-looking niceness.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think good-looking people should be nice.
What?
Because being nice is an ugly people quality.
Oh, for real?
Being nice is all some ugly people got going for themselves. You know how I got my girlfriend? Because I'm an ugly fool with a heart of gold. That's how. I listen to her work stories.
Okay.
I love listening to her work stories.
No, you don't.
If I looked like Ryan Gosling and my girlfriend started talking to me about her job, I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I look like Ryan Gosling. But instead, I'm like, oh, and then what did Shelly say? Wow, Shelly sounds crazy.
Loco,
I wish I worked at your office. You know, but it bothers me because you know how easily Ryan Gosling can get laid? He can, like, go to a club, introduce himself to a woman, say, hi, I'm Ryan Gosling, would you like to go back to my room? She'll probably say yes, you know? But you know how I used to get laid? I'd go to a club, introduce myself to a woman. I would say, hi, my name's Estrada, I'm a comedian. Would you like to go back to my room? And she would say, absolutely not. And I would go, that's okay, can we be best friends for a year? And I can give you rides to the airport. And help you build your IKEA furniture. And talk to you on the phone till 3 in the morning, even though I have to go to work at 7 in the morning.
Hell no.
And tell you how you deserve to be treated better by your handsome asshole boyfriend. Until one day you and your boyfriend get into a really bad fight, and then you text me to come over, and then I go over, and then we end up fucking, and then our friendship never survives after that. That's how I get laid.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I got that sneaky nice guy patience. I'll be your friend for like a year or two. Don't worry about it. You know, rides to the airport, I got you. I want to let you guys know I'm not a big supporter of small businesses. Not a small business type of guy.
Okay.
I'm more of a big business type of guy. You know?
All right.
I don't like mom and pops. I like CEOs. That's what I like. I like businesses so big, there's other big businesses inside of them. You know, like a Target with a Starbucks in it? That's what I'm fucking with. Like, if this show was inside a Walmart, I'd love it even more. We could just go buy some useless shit afterwards that we don't need. That's capitalism, you know? That's what I love, you know? But the reason I don't like to support small businesses is because I have IBS. If you guys don't know what that means I have irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah. If you don't know what that means I'm always 5 minutes away from shitting my pants. And I don't know if you ever ran into a small business clenching your ass on the verge of shitting yourself. And you have to use the bathroom. But these stone cold fucking killers will look you in the eyes and say no to you.
True. That's
Even
true.
after you say, well, what if I buy one of your stupid ass candles? They'll still say no to you. I'm tired of people saying corporations don't have souls. It's small business owners. They're soulless. They're soulless people. Oh, they're awful. I don't even think they open up small businesses to make money. It's just to be dictators over who uses their bathroom. They're unreasonable. They don't even care if you steal from them. You could run into a small business, hold them up at gunpoint, and they would be like, take whatever you want, just don't use the restroom.
Yeah.
They try to be slick about it too. One time I ran into a small business. I was like, miss, can I use your restroom? It's an emergency. I'm in pain, please. And she looked at me in the eyes and said, I'm sorry, we don't have a bathroom. I'm like, oh yeah, where do you fucking shit?
Exactly.
You don't think I know what that is behind you? That's a door. There's a toilet in there. Yeah. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't love corporations either. I don't love Target. I don't love Walmart. You know, they don't pay their employees well. Oftentimes, they don't give them adequate health insurance. Sometimes they make it really hard for their workers to unionize. But I'll tell you this right now. You run into a Target almost shitting your pants, and you ask to use the restroom, they're going to be like, yeah, don't worry about it. Go down aisle 15, make a left at the towels, shit on the floor. We don't give a fuck. One of our underpaid workers will clean it up. Don't worry about it.
Oh, damn. That's real.
I'm usually pretty liberal, but anytime I have diarrhea, I'm like a Republican real quick. I'm like, don't tax corporations. They're people too.
You're
so happy quarantine's over. Quarantine was a nightmare, right? It was so awful. Glad it's over. I have a lot of friends and families that lost jobs during quarantine. And, you know, so many people around the country lost work, right? But who knows when we're going to get over that economically? But you know what nobody's talking about? Nobody's talking about all the relationships that didn't survive quarantine. There's a lot of couples that thought they loved each other until they got to know each other.
Yeah.
I know a couple who was married for 15 years and then 4 months into quarantine, they got a divorce. Damn. Their love didn't survive. You know what did survive, though? The Denny's from across the street. Still serving shitty-ass breakfast all day.
Oh, that's terrible.
I actually looked this up. During quarantine, there was over 500,000 divorces filed in this country.
Damn.
Over 500,000. Sheesh. I also looked this up. You know how many Denny's closed down during quarantine?
What,
15.
Oh, 15. All right.
Nobody's love here is stronger than a grand slam.
Terrible. Terrible.
I feel like if you want your marriage to last, you should get married at a Denny's. You know? Just get married in that weird banquet room they all have. You ever seen, every Denny's has a banquet room. It's always empty. What's going on there, you know? I feel like if your job ever has a company party there, it's not going well. Not gonna go well for you.
Yeah, probably not.
I
probably
fucked up.
not.
I moved in with my girlfriend right at the beginning of quarantine. Right at the very beginning, March 2020. Worst mistake ever. Bad timing. It was awful. It was bad because we didn't fight at all. We actually got along better than we've ever gotten along before, which might sound good to you, but it's bad for me because it means I have to fucking marry her now. I don't have any more excuses. Because back in January 2020, when she asked me, hey, when do you think we're gonna get married? You know what my reply was? I don't know. I don't think our relationship has been tested by a worldwide pandemic. And now we're here. You know how awful it is to be in a healthy relationship during the most boring time on earth? I fucking miss drama in my life. Nothing makes you miss your crazy ex-girlfriend like your emotionally stable girlfriend. You ever been with somebody so mature they're boring?
Yeah, a couple
I tried to start an
times.
argument with my girlfriend the other day, and she said, don't worry, your feelings are valid.
Now you know. Now
I was like,
you know.
fucking fight me. Call me a loser. I want to feel alive. Me and my girlfriend, we don't even have makeup sex. You know why we don't have makeup sex? Because we don't fucking fight, that's why.
Okay.
We make love like healthy, boring losers. And we schedule it, too. Like, if I want to fuck on a Wednesday, she goes, how about Sunday at noon? And I go, that sounds exciting. And then she sends me a Google invite. And I click maybe. Maybe I'll show up. Who knows even? You know?
Maybe.
I just miss all that bad shit. The other day we drove by a bar and there was a couple fighting outside. I was like, how come we don't do shit like that? You never embarrass me in front of my friends. I'll leave you guys on this last thing. During quarantine, they closed a lot of the beaches down in California, and I fucking loved it. Fuck the beach.
Okay.
Grew up in California my whole life. I don't love it. The thing is that I don't know how to swim, and my girlfriend does, which is a problem because anytime we go to the beach together, I just look like her father.
Ouch.
So while she's swimming in the middle of the ocean, I'm standing at the shore going, hey, sweetie, don't go too far. Stay where I can see you.
Oh, man.
Which is awful because if my girlfriend starts drowning or she gets pulled in by a current, you know what that means?
man.
That means I have to call another man to save my girlfriend. Do you guys know who that other man is? A lifeguard. Have you seen a lifeguard? The ugliest lifeguard is an 8.
Well,
I used to think I was a 5 until I thought, you know what, that's too close to 8. Fuck it, I'm a 4. Like, if a lifeguard saw my girlfriend drowning, I would play defense with him. I'd be like, nah, dude, not today.
No, back
Go
off,
to lunch.
Bro. Back
You
off.
saw nothing, I saw nothing. I would prefer if she drowned. I really would. I would get over it quicker. Because imagine if I let him go out there, I gotta stand there in the sand in my pathetic shorts and awful body. I'm like skinny fat, you know? As another man with a better body swims out there and then carries her out of the ocean in his arms. I can't even carry her on land. Fuck that. Bye. That's what you get for thinking you're a mermaid.
Exactly, huh?
Because how do you survive after that? You know, like romantically, sexually, how do you survive after that? Imagine asking for sex later that night after she's been saved by a lifeguard. My girlfriend would have every right to tell me, you know what, sweetie? Pussy is for swimmers. Let's get you some swimming classes. Maybe if you get past guppy level, I'll let you eat my ass. As a matter of fact, call a lifeguard. He's gonna fuck me and you're gonna watch.
Hell no.
And I'm not into that, but I know I would learn something from that man. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Okay. All right, man. Old boy had a lot to say in that one, man. I swear. Woo. He brought out a lot of old school bitter feelings in me from back in the day, man. Oh my goodness, man. Whew. Just like I said, every day I'm happy I didn't end up becoming like some bitter killer, man, because I was teetering that line quite a bit. Yeah. I'm not trying to freak anybody out or nothing like that. All right, y'all. That was Chris Estrada with Hates Small Businesses. Well, now we know why he hates small businesses, man. I thought he was going to have something a little bit more complex to say about it, but it was funny, though. I like him, man. He's goofy as hell. You know, like, for the people who didn't pay attention to the intro of this one, just know, these were jokes. I get it. I'm going to have some opening up, give you a little bit of insight on who I am and how I think about things on a serious level while acknowledging the jokes that were told for all the idiots that feel like leaving a stupid-ass comment. But, yeah, man. When it comes to society's definition of things, yes, he's absolutely right about that, even while telling jokes. You know, being nice is something that ugly people have to do, you know. I don't agree with it personally, but it is an element to humanity. I hate it, but it does exist. I remember sometimes I was confronted with some of those messed up comments from ladies back in the day. How, like, if they did something I didn't like and then I got upset about it, they would just look at me like, look, you kind of lucky I'm with you in the first place type attitude. And me, ooh, boy, let's just say I didn't take that one too well. You know, my whole deal on that one, on a serious note, is that how you look really does not mean a damn thing to me. I know what it means to the rest of the world and their superficial, shallow ways. I get it. I know how the world works. But the way I live my life is very simple. You can look good as hell on the outside and be a piece of shit on the inside. And to be honest with you, being a piece of shit on the inside is a lot worse than being ugly on the outside by the standards of some people. But yeah, man, it's just like, it's funny that I've known a lot of people deemed good looking that were, you know, shitty attitude people, man. And I didn't like them very much, you know. They didn't know how to have a normal conversation without just looking around like, oh my God, am I about to catch something being in this room with this ugly person? Like, that really went down a lot of times in my life, man. And every time I saw it, I was always this close to like grabbing the closest thing next to me and being like, let me make you ugly. And then, you know, we'll see what shit you talking then, you clown. But yeah, man, Ryan Gosling, I like him. He's a good actor. I like some of the movies he's been in. Let me see, what's my favorite movie with him in it? I don't know. I know he was in Remember the Titans. I know he was in that one movie with, Steve Carell. I forgot, was it Punch Drunk? No, not Punch. Crazy Stupid Love. That's what it was called, I think. And that one was funny. I think he was in, I can't name them all, but I know he's been in a lot of good stuff. I like him. He's a funny ass dude. And yes, yeah, by society standards, very good looking dude. I can say that. Hey, don't judge me. I know how to judge things, you know, by their covers and all that good stuff. But yeah, as far as the small business thing goes, yeah, man, if it's a good business, yeah, support your small businesses in your neighborhoods and all that. Hopefully they grow into not a shiesty corporation, you know, like we got, like you said, not treating their employees right, and that's all over the place. Because I've had some jobs in my life where they didn't know how to treat nobody with even a little bit, even a crumb of respect. It's just crazy how that works, man. But, you know, it's like, for some reason, it's like the more you prosper, the more that people feel they have the right to be an asshole. And I'm not a big fan of that at all. Just never have been. I'm all about just basic, fundamental respect across... oh, geez. Somebody's making noise up there. Don't care that I'm making videos here. But yeah, just fundamental, basic respect across the board. And if you can't do that, then you already failed as a human being, at least in that way. But yeah, man, support your small businesses, and if you like name brand stuff, then hey, do you. Just don't brag about it too much to where people look at you like, okay, you want to brag about that, huh? I know you sleep at night. Yeah, because that happens too. But I have an IBS though. Yeah, you know, I've had moments where I'm like, oh snap, I got the bubble guts, man. I got to go somewhere. You go into a big business, man, they just got public bathrooms ready for you to use. You know, I know some people got phobias about that. No, I'll never use a public bathroom. Yeah, sometimes I've had to. Judge me. Don't care. Oh my goodness. Some people don't even use the little ass coverings on the toilet seat, you know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Yeah, I'm living on the edge up in here. But yeah, but other than that, the pandemic, man, when he was talking about that, I'll just say it personally, I didn't care for the whole thing. I do believe in diseases and all kinds of messed up stuff that happens in the world. I get it. I know things will happen. I just like, if it's inconvenient, I will abide by the rules of like the suggestions of the smart doctors and all that, but that don't mean I gotta be happy about it. A lot of people like to confuse cooperating with a system that's going to potentially work with just like thinking that, oh man, I know everything and I think that I'm going to be okay just because some other people are okay and those idiots died because they were, yeah, I know how to, you know, do the right thing. But yeah, as far as relationships ending, man, that's like the more exposure. I think it really proved the fact that the more exposure you have to the person that you're with, instead of having those periods apart that you need, not want, need, it's definitely gonna break you up if you're around each other too much. It's like, even if you love somebody so much, man, it's just like you can only stomach so much of them at one time. You know, it's like how many times, even with my lady that I'm with right now, it's just like we've been together for 8 years. I love her to death, but there's been some times where I'm around her too much and I'm just like, if I see your face one more time, I swear I'm going to long for something different. Right now, I swear, get out of my face. I gotta go for a drive or something, you know, but now I'll go to work, you know, say that I just like have like that period away, and it's like something where I come home and it's like, okay, hey, how you doing? I missed you, babe, because I didn't see you all day. So it kind of helps. But yeah, I understand very much how the whole COVID thing, you know, ended a lot of relationships. Yeah, some businesses didn't end. Denny's, I think that was a pretty, you know, worthy example as far as dysfunction goes. But that's just insane. But yeah, the last part he was talking about the beaches closing. Now, I know how to swim, you know what I mean? It's the same, but I don't really prefer going to the beach like that. You know, I had a couple instances where I could have drowned in the ocean, but fortunately my swimming skills saved my life, and I didn't need to be saved by a lifeguard or nothing like that. But other than that, man, it's just kind of like, swimming to me is a lot like reading. I know how to do it very well. I just don't like to do it. You know what I mean? I learned how to swim for survival, you know, for survival. And I know how to read just in case, you know, I need to actually figure out what's going on around me and I need to read some stuff going on. But I don't read for stimulation. I know a lot of people do. It's just not my thing. I don't judge anyone who does. A lot of people are very stimulated by reading a good book. And I applaud you for having that as your interest. I don't judge. But I do get kind of irritated when the book readers judge me on what stimulates me. That's what kind of bothers me. I think if somebody's not going to judge your interest, you shouldn't judge theirs. Be respectful, that fundamental basic respect, that kind of thing. But yeah, man, if I didn't know how to swim and I was with my lady, she's at the beach and some other dude has to save her life, we breaking up that day because I already know you're going to have some nonsense to talk about me. And I'm only going to listen to that so much to the point where I'm probably about to O.J. Simpson your ass. I know, yeah, that might have sounded so little insensitive to some people, but I don't care, man. Just talking myself, being myself. But yeah, very funny dude, man. I like how he comes at things, man. You know, he kind of has that like your basic comedian mentality. It's just like he's probably been through some stuff and yet he knows how to make it funny. He knows how to make a living out of it, obviously. I don't know what else he's done in his career. I don't know if he does any like acting or anything like that. If you guys know that, let me know. I'll end up looking for myself no matter what. But if you have something, a favorite thing with him in it, let me know. If you got another clip from him that you guys like, drop something in the comments. You guys know the deal. And hopefully we can have some more fun with this guy. I liked him. I like his energy, man. You know, he has that bitterness and that resentment in his voice when he tells his jokes, man. It makes him funnier, and that's a lot of things that I like from some of my favorite comedians. It's fun as hell, and even though the title, you know, was only for a small bit of this little, you know, was only a small piece of the bit we got into, he still knew how to make that one funny, man. Just know this. If you really do gotta take a shit somewhere, man, whew, you better hope you right next to a Walmart, man. Otherwise, oh my goodness, you're gonna end up, you know, blowing one out on the street or in the sidewalk somewhere. Ugh, that would be embarrassing. You'll go viral probably for the most embarrassing thing that happened that year or day, because yeah, there's no shortage of embarrassing nonsense and bullshit that goes on in this country. My God, let alone the world. But yeah, very funny, very funny dude. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time, Chris Estrada with Hates Small Businesses. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me. One more time, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. Please and thank you. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? No drama. I can't say that enough because some people still don't listen. No drama here on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm a crazy dude, man, and I'm trying to turn over this new leaf of being sane and calm and rational and fun. See? Yeah, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be Eddie B TV wrapping this one up one more again here. Another new addition to the stand-up comedy playlist with Chris Estrada. He looked kind of familiar. I don't want to guess about anything because, you know, sometimes, you know, when I'm wrong, I can be like, oh, why did I say that? I should have rehearsed a little bit more. But that's why we're doing this, because I'm not much of a rehearser when it comes to things. I mess up sometimes on the intro when I go to start out, and I'm like, okay, let's start that one over. But as far as like the whole stuff, you know, I was like, nah, let it all just flow naturally. I know I'm about to chew somebody out for making all that damn noise up there for sure. But you know what? Hey, man. Breathe, woosah, and let's continue to have fun. Let's do that. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one, man. I had a lot of fun getting Chris Estrada for the first time. Like I said, I like his style up there, and hopefully I can get to some more of him in the future, talking about some other stuff like hating small businesses and all the other stuff he was talking about. Yeah, man, there is a crisis of physical beauty, you know, but that comes up in a lot of comedians' acts, you know. They have their own little take on it. I have mine, as you can clearly see. It doesn't make me any better or worse than anyone, just different. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you go out into the world and you think that you can bash and talk shit to other people, man. Someone like me might be around the corner waiting to get their revenge. Revenge! You know, turn into Hulk or some shit. All right, y'all, enough out of me. Until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.